Media Group.
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans with my husband and my podcast co-host, Alan Evans.
A train in the house.
Hey, y'all, we tried to record it. We tried to film it. It ain't happening. So you just get our lovely voices or somewhat, you get our voices. Let's just say that. I don't know if mine's going to make it a whole podcast.
Sometimes less is more.
Sometimes less will be more. I'm feeling a bit under the weather. I think I'm about to come down with something. I've been fighting it. And I think I'm about to give in, Alan.
Is this the 28th podcast in a row that we've talked about our niggling health issues?
Well, maybe, but I feel it coming on, and I think I just need to take care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do that after I take care of our listeners.
Oh, you're going to do a little something?
I'm gonna do my best to entertain.
Oh.
What do you think I'm going to do?
I thought you were launching into an ad already.
No. Those come later, as you know.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they do. Speaking of sometimes less is more, you need to give everybody the recipe that you shoved down my throat tonight.
You liked it?
It was very good.
I'm so glad.
I'll give that one an A+.
I'm so glad.
A hearty stew, guys.
What I do is...
Give it to them, babe.
I go on Instagram and I scroll. You know, you just scroll. And every time, excuse me, my voice is about to go, y'all. I apologize. But I'll see these women... And usually women, there's an occasional man, but they say, I'm going to do this easy recipe, 5 ingredients, whatever, here you go. And I always send the recipe to I text it to myself and save it. I have got probably over 100 recipes I've saved.
Wow.
I just keep saving them because they look so good and I never make them. So I said, screw it. I am making this recipe. I'm going to make it. So this is one where a woman said, take beef tips, like beef stew, I guess you'd call it. I went to the grocery store and they literally had 2 packages left. So I bought one of the 2. It called for a packet of au jus. Like
good eye, mate.
Like the brown gravy kind of mix. Au jus is what it's called.
Right.
Like for French dips.
Yeah. Good eye,
a packet of dry Lipton onion soup mix or any onion soup mix.
Okay.
It called for some salt and pepper and garlic powder.
Okay.
But didn't have garlic powder. That's the only thing I switched. I switched it for onion powder.
We have garlic powder.
I didn't find it. I didn't see it.
I'm almost positive we have garlic powder. No?
Maybe I overlooked it. But I went with onion powder instead of garlic powder.
So you did switch out ingredients.
That's the only thing. I didn't want to tell you I switched out an ingredient in case it was terrible because... as Alan knows, sometimes I'll decide to veer off a recipe a little bit, and I end up destroying it. But that's the only thing I did different. I switched onion powder for garlic powder. Onion powder for garlic powder because I couldn't find the garlic powder.
Okay.
It called for little baby gold potatoes, little baby potatoes.
Let me tell you something. I didn't get gypped on the little baby gold potatoes.
I put all of them in there.
Oh. I looked in there and it looked like a freaking ball pit.
Well, the lady didn't give me measurements. She didn't give me how, except for the meat. She said like 2.5, 3 pounds. I mean, that's how she was one of those like fly by the seat of your pants kind of people. So she just dumped some potatoes in there. I probably could have cut back on some of the potatoes. She also said white mushrooms. So
Why
I
are
did
they
that.
gotta be white mushrooms?
That's what she said. I went with white. I didn't get portobello. I didn't get nothing else. I got the white mushrooms.
Okay.
And I thought it'd be really good to dice up an onion and put it in there, but I didn't do it because it wasn't in the recipe. And then a cup of beef broth.
Okay.
And 6 tablespoons of butter.
Wow.
And that's it.
Okay.
Oh, and some minced garlic.
Anything else?
Minced garlic. That's it.
That was it?
It said 2 to 3 tablespoons of it, and I know you don't like me to go heavy, so I went with the 2 instead of the 3.
A little bit of garlic goes a
with 2.
long way.
I went with 2.
Okay.
So instead of the garlic powder, you got onion powder and only 2 tablespoons of garlic instead of 3. And then I cooked it on high for 5 hours.
In the crock pot.
Yeah.
It was very good as is. I told Kelly I gave it an A+. It was very good. I had 2 heaping helpings over white rice.
So glad.
From the rice maker.
Easy. I'm going to start trying to do more things like that. But the problem is they're going to be very similar.
If I was going to twist and tweak that recipe, though,
what?
I'd cut the potatoes in half.
Yeah, I
not literally cut them in half.
Less potatoes.
Less potatoes, and I would add an onion or 2.
You would? Okay.
Yes. And how many mushrooms you put in there?
I just dumped the whole thing in there.
Oh, I mean, it was that was fine, but it did have an earthy, mushroomy flavor.
So too many mushrooms and too many potatoes.
Not too many mushrooms, but I could taste the mushrooms.
I like mushrooms.
I like mushrooms too, but I think if you put the
onion
in there, that kind of balance that out. Maybe I don't know.
That's good to know.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's
but
good to know.
I like onions.
I like I said, I didn't want to steer too far because last time
it was very good.
I've tried tweaking it. It wasn't great. So that's my crock pot recipe. There are no measurements except for the cup of beef broth, the 6 tablespoons of butter, the 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, 2.5, 3 pounds of meat. But like I said, the potatoes and the mushrooms, I just guessed. I just dumped them all in there.
It was very good.
It was too many.
But you know what? People didn't come to this podcast to hear us talk about what we might made for dinner tonight.
Sometimes they do.
Well,
people like recipes.
Yeah, sometimes they do. But we've been eating very well
the
last
y'all.
day because
Awful. Too much.
This is Kelly Raspberry Evans's birthday week.
Yep, it's the big build up.
Yes. So Kelly wanted to go to one of her favorite restaurants yesterday, and we went there for lunch. Where's that, babe?
We went. It's called Hillstone. It used to be called Houston's back in the day. It's still the same company. They just changed the name to Hillstone. And when I used to live in Dallas and work down in that area, we'd go to Houston's all the time. And I love grilled artichokes, but you have to get them in season. So if you go sometimes and they have them on the menu, but it just says only when in season. Well, a friend of mine went about a week or two ago and said, Kelly, guess what? The grilled artichokes are in season. So I couldn't wait to go back. And another thing they have at Hillstone in addition to the grilled artichokes is braised cabbage. Y'all, it is so incredibly good. I went and looked up a recipe for it, but I know there's no way I can ever make it, so I don't even try. But they got braised cabbage. I got the vegetable plate. So I got the grilled artichokes for an appetizer. I got the vegetable plate for lunch. It was this kale salad, the best kale salad I've ever put in my mouth, braised cabbage, some roasted peppers, and big hunks of toast. And I was in hog heaven.
Hog heaven. Yeah,
it was like a hog that just went through the vegetable patch.
It was very good. I had ribs for lunch, like baby back ribs.
Yeah, we said we were
French fries.
Yeah.
and coleslaw, and I also had some of the grilled artichoke, which was fabulous.
Yeah,
it was phenomenal.
Yeah, and Alan, the intent was to eat a light lunch because we were invited to a restaurant pre-opening dinner, and I ordered vegetables, and Alan ordered a slab of ribs.
Yeah.
So that didn't set you up for success for supper.
Right. Yeah. But I still ate pretty well that evening. We went to this place called
Winsome Prime.
Winsome Prime. Why am I having a...
Isn't that right? Winsome Prime. Now that I've said it, I'm questioning myself.
Yeah. But
it's a brand new restaurant that's opening.
There's one in Houston.
Yeah.
And they're opening one in Dallas.
It's
in the Trinity Groves area.
Yeah.
And
it is Winsome Prime, yeah.
Yeah. And they invited Kelly and I there to be part of the kind of the test where the guinea pigs, you go in there before they launched. They had a friends and family night. This was the media night.
And they had a limited menu. We got to see the full menu, but they only picked certain items that we could choose from.
Yeah.
Which was all fabulous.
It was great.
The food was truly amazing.
And the
cocktails.
I had a smoked old fashioned, and usually old fashions are too sweet.
Yeah.
This one was just right.
It was really good. You talked and talked and talked about it. Oh my gosh,
I wouldn't shut up about it.
Yeah, so it's really good.
Shut up about it now.
So it's coming to Dallas. If you're familiar, the Trinity Groves area. It's going to be opening the week of April 13, 14, 15. I think April 16th is the date. They said Wednesday, so that'd be April 16th. So if you're looking for something new, and if you're familiar with the one in Houston, this is just the next opening of it. So that was really nice.
Oh, but we're talking about this stuff out of order. Before we
you jumped to the
I know I did, but before we went to lunch, we were invited to be on a television program.
Yeah.
And that was the great Jenny Onchando's Channel 33.
CW 33.
The CW 33. She wanted to interview you and I about marriage, podcasting, and Can-Ams.
Yeah. We covered all the bases.
We did. Very quickly.
Well, it's a segment. You got to get it all in.
Yes.
We're up against the clock.
Oh, but that was fun.
We'll let y'all
nice
know.
Set. Yeah.
It's coming out in a couple weeks. We'll let y'all know when it's going to air.
Yeah.
And we'll give up a link and all that good stuff.
Our podcast secretary, Andrea Dowling Gullidge, DM'd me. She saw that I posted about it. She goes, "I hope you behaved yourself." And I said, "Why would I not? Number one, why would I not behave myself? Number two, that wasn't the format for being lewd."
What is the format for that?
This. So yeah, that was fun. We did the interview. Then we went to lunch, and then Kelly and I had about 5 hours to burn before we were going to go to dinner at the Winsome Prime. So we thought, we're already down in Dallas. Why would we drive all the way back up to Plano, Texas, USA, God's country, and then go all the way back down to Dallas to Winsome Prime? But that did cross our minds.
It did cross our minds. Because you ate so many, that big slab of ribs, you're like, I could nap right now.
Right. So we were thinking about doing that, but we thought, well, let's just roll on over to North Park Mall, which was basically right across the street.
Now, my suggestion,
from where we had lunch.
My suggestion, since you didn't want to go home to nap, was to cock the seats back and just take a nap in the car, which I find delightful. You thought that would not be comfortable.
That's weird.
Oh, I've done it.
Well,
I've done it.
If I was in an RV, maybe in your car.
No, it's perfect.
Are you homeless?
Cat napping in your car is the best.
Anyway, so we running over the mall, and I guess Kelly and I thought that burning 4 or 5 hours at the mall is easy to do.
Easy.
When you're not shopping for something, it's like the clock just moves so slow.
Yeah.
Hour.
Well, we had
after hour.
We had to buy a birthday gift for our niece.
We did that. In about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that took 5 minutes. And then I was like, well, Kendra Scott's here, and y'all know if you your birthday month at Kendra Scott, you can get a piece of jewelry for half price. Certain jewelry. Now the fine diamonds and stuff you can't, but I've been wanting a cross necklace. So then we went to Kendra Scott and got me a new necklace I'm wearing right now. I love it. A little cross pendant. Half price during your birthday month, ladies. But then it's like we had 4 hours to kill. So we're like, well, let's go get a coffee and go sit in the food court. Y'all, we just sat in the food court. And after a couple of hours of that, Alan looks right there. We're next to a movie theater. He said, why didn't we go to a movie?
Why did we go to a freaking movie?
Why did we go to a movie?
This was after we sat there for 2 hours.
And now it's too late to go to a movie.
Right.
Now it's too late because if we go to a movie now, we're going to be late for dinner. So we're like, we just blew it.
We just blew
Butchered it.
Just butchered the whole day.
But if we had have gone to the movies, I would have wanted to go see that Jason Statham movie. You are going to love Legacy Box. Becoming a parent changes how you look at memories. While we're savoring and saving every moment with our kids, suddenly you start to realize a lot of important memories from our childhood. They're trapped on VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, photo albums, crammed into boxes labeled "Do Not Throw Away" and shoved into an attic. Those are at risk of being destroyed by heat, moisture, disaster, time. And once they're gone, they're gone. That's why you need Legacy Box now. They are the world's largest digitizer of home movies and photos. And the process is so simple. They send you a Legacy Box and you fill it up with old VHS tapes, pictures, film reels, slides, DVDs, whatever you've got. Their team in Tennessee carefully digitizes it all by hand. They send you back the originals plus digital files on the cloud or a thumb drive. Ordering a Legacy Box is one of the best things I've done for my family because now instead of just telling my kids about that crazy vacation I took to the mountains when I was a kid, I get to show them and relive it with them. And right now, during Legacy Box's Father's Day sale, you can save big while preserving your family's history. Visit legacybox.com/sandwich to get started today. That's legacybox.com/sandwich. It's the little things that make a big difference in how I feel. Now, for me right now, it's about stretching. I didn't realize how stiff I was until I started doing it. I love when I can stretch a little further than before. It makes me feel refreshed when I'm done. And a little makeup refresh can make all the difference too with Thrive Cosmetics, my go-to clean makeup routine year-round. Now, of course, their brilliant eye brightener and Stella champagne is always in my makeup bag. Actually, I need to reorder more. I'm almost out. But it comes in 32 shades, and the Shenna Mint Green Shimmer looks really fun for summer. Their Empower Matte Precision Lipstick Crayon, it's really amazing. It gives you a beautiful color that lasts without feeling dry. They have 18 buildable shades,
And I love the Dusty Rose Kaiser color. I think that's how you pronounce it. But the best part, for every product you buy, Thrive donates products and funds to help communities thrive. So far, they've given over $150 million in products and cash to over 600 giving partners. This is beauty with purpose. Amplify your summer look with Thrive Cosmetics. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich for an exclusive 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich. You can't scroll your phone for more than 30 seconds without seeing somebody talking about GLP-1s. Maybe you've been close to trying them, but you're not a needle person, or maybe you're looking for a natural alternative. Well, let me introduce you to our podcast sponsor, Veracity. Their Metabolism Ignite, it's a natural plant-based GLP-1 alternative that is doctor recommended and clinically proven to help reduce hunger. Just 2 capsules with breakfast every morning. It's all you need. And one of the first things I noticed was I wasn't thinking about food all day, that food noise you always are constantly battling. Metabolism Ignite has no allergens, no caffeine, no negative side effects, and we love that. It's shown to reduce hunger by 85% and clinically proven to help lose an average of 9 pounds in 90 days. We really love that. Look, this stuff is sold out 10 times for a reason. So before it sells out again, make the switch to GLP-1s the natural way. Head to veracityhealth.co and use sandwich for up to 65% off your order. Once again, that's VERACITY health.co for up to 65% off. Make sure you use our promo code SANDWICH so they know we sent you.
It's an action movie. Jason Statham's always action. That's all you have to know.
He's probably not in a rom-com.
And I love action movies, so that would have been fun. But we didn't do it. Instead, we sat in the food court with 4 UPS men. Literally.
Why do you want to throw the UPS men on Front Street?
It's not throwing them. That's what it was.
What did they do?
Alan and I were sitting there drinking coffee, wondering, why are we here? And these 4 UPS men, they were each sitting at their own individual table, side by side, and they were just sitting there. And one of them was eating, the rest of them were sitting there, and they sat there for a couple of hours with us. Alan surmised they were just waiting for their next call. I don't know what they were doing. That was a long lunch break, if that's what that was.
Burning the whole day off.
Yeah, we were just like, so anyway, then we finally got in the car to go to Winsome Prime, and then there was traffic. We're like, oh, now we're going to be late? After sitting there at the mall for 4 hours, we're going to be late?
We weren't late.
But we weren't. We made it in time. But it was a lovely dinner. And if you are in the Dallas area starting April 16th, please check it out. Tell them Kellie and Allen sent you.
Ad?
No, just niceness.
So thank you to the Jenny Anchondo and the Channel 33, and thank you to the Winsome Prime.
And to Leah Frazier for inviting us. She
yes.
invited us, yes.
Okay, here's what we're going to do, babe, for the rest of this podcast. We're going to do a bit that was sent in to us by our Wacky Marketing Department that the listeners been asking for.
Okay. The listeners have, huh?
Yeah, the listeners been asking for this. So we're going to do this instead of whatever it is you have pulled up on your laptop right now.
I was ready. But you just waved it off.
I did wave it off.
Rather in an ugly manner
No,
as well.
I just waved it off.
You waved it off like, that's BS. I got something better. That's literally the attitude. You waved it off.
Well, it's funny that you're saying that to me because I'm being misrepresented right now.
No, you did. You waved it off like,
No, I'm being misrepresented.
That's true.
And that's how we're going to finish this podcast is we're going to go through a very, very strong example of how I get misrepresented. And it's a clapback. It's a clapback.
Is that all it is clapbacks?
It's a clapback. No, this one's not.
What's the bid?
This one's not.
What are we doing?
Well, I'm about to share it with you.
Okay.
I'm about to share it with you. You were on this email,
I can't remember anything.
Okay. Well, the name of this bit, this is a new bit. This bit is called What Happened to Blank? So things that we have talked about in prior years, and then they just kind of went away. We never followed up.
Because we forget.
It's like, what happened?
Because we forget.
Whatever happened to blank?
Well, what? Maybe it'll be news to me too.
Here we go. This is a deep dive into the mysteries you never knew you were wondering about.
This is what people wanted to know.
Yes, we're going to explore the things we haven't mentioned in a while. And you're probably thinking, wait, what did happen to that? Number 1, what happened to that ugly hat that Alan swore he hated? And we have a picture of this hat. This was a cap that Kellie owned. It was straw on the top, cow print on the bill with kind of an Aztec type stitching. It's got studs on it.
Yeah.
And then a fake bronze longhorn.
I've got a
on
picture of me wearing it
Yeah.
in my phone.
So
I love that hat.
So what happened to that hat?
You made me get rid of it.
Where is it?
I don't know. You made me get rid of it.
Swap party?
It was probably a swap party, or I just went ahead and donated it straight to charity because you made me feel so miserable every time I wore it. We went down many, many years ago. Me and my couple of my girlfriends, Susan and Amy, we gave our men a hog hunting trip. And while they went hog hunting, we went to Fredericksburg to go to wine country. And we had a ball in wine country. We need to do it again. It's kind of a long drive from Plano. It's about 5-hour drive. It was long. But you get down there and Fredericksburg shuts down at like 6 or 7 o'clock at night. It shuts down. There's like 2 restaurants in town and that's
Not
it.
a lot of nightlife there.
Not a lot of nightlife. But they had a gift shop there. And so they let you, if you have these little tumblers, you can walk around drinking your wine. And so I walked in this gift shop and I put on this hat and I thought I looked cute as hell. I look so cute in this hat. I look good in hats. I do look good in hats.
I don't deny that.
I have a good hat head. I got a
look
big head, a substantial head. I look good in a substantial statement hat.
good face.
And I look good in that hat.
good round face.
And I love that hat, and you hated that hat. And my girlfriends didn't really care for that hat. I was the only person that loved that hat. And I was like, why am I going to keep wearing this hat when everybody is telling me they hate it? So I got rid of it.
Okay.
That's what happened to the hat.
That's what happened to the hat.
I'll find a picture and post it on my social media so y'all can see how cute
I think
I was
our
in it.
wacky marketing department might have that. Number 2, whatever happened to y'all's running journey? The Sandwich and Some Lovin' 5K.
Oh, that wasn't.
Whatever happened to that?
That wasn't a thing. First of all, there was
How was that not a thing?
There was
we
no
ran a 5K.
but there wasn't a Sandwich and Some Lovin' 5K. There might have been the talk of maybe we'll have one eventually. That I do not recall. But our friend Craig runs all these Ironman competitions, the Ironman, right? And I had run a 5K. And Alan and I, when we were thinking, oh, we're going to get in shape and lose weight and be healthy and all this stuff, we decided to run a 5K. And so I got the Couch to 5K app, and you said, I'm just going to run it. I don't need to train. And that's what that was. We all went down, Susan, Craig, me, and you. We went down to the Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge in Dallas, very close to Winsome Prime, where we ate at Trinity Groves, and we ran the 5K. And that was the last time we ran together.
Being misrepresented again.
That's true. You did not train one day.
So I'm being misrepresented again. So I also downloaded the Couch to 5K app.
Yeah.
And this was before, I think this was before we were married.
I don't think so. We were married.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
This was like,
We were married.
we were married because we didn't know Craig and Susan until after we were married.
Right.
Okay. So this would have been 2017 or 18, 2018, I think. Anyway,
18 or 19.
I downloaded the Couch to 5K app. I tried it 1 or 2 times and I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I got this.
Okay.
I got this.
Right. So how are you being misrepresented?
You said I never downloaded the app and I never trained.
I didn't say you never downloaded their app. I said you never trained.
Why are y'all bickering?
So you
Kellie,
never trained.
Why are you always bickering at Allen? Allen, why are you bickering at
And
Kellie?
I was like, I'll run it with you, Alan. But then he was holding me back because he hadn't trained. And I had this rhythm because when you train for these things, you get a rhythm, you get a breathing pattern, a step pattern.
Yeah.
And I finally said, Alan, I got to leave you. I'm not going to be able to finish this.
I was on the struggle bus.
So I had to leave you.
I'd never stopped, but there were times where you couldn't distinguish if I was doing the wog. I mean, I was walk
Yeah,
jogging.
you're still moving.
I was walk jogging.
Still moving.
But I finished it.
You did.
I finished it.
But do y'all want to do a 5K? Should we do the Sandwich and Some Lovin' 5K?
No, that is so off-brand for us. You think that is so off-brand for us? If we organized a Sandwich and Some Lovin' 5K, it would be me, you, Craig, and Susan.
There might be some people that would want to run with us.
And that's it.
There's somebody that would
Nobody
want to run with
else
us.
would do that.
But I would have to train again, and I haven't run since then. I'm so out of shape.
Listener, if you want to run a 5K with us, please email us.
Oh, yeah,
at
please do.
podcast@kellyanallen.com.
It would be more. I bet people would want to do it, but I don't know that I want to.
Be a good bit. Okay, number 3. Whatever happened to that patch of grass that refused to grow, and Alan got into a BOTA match with the random man at Home Depot? Is it green yet?
That's up to you to answer, honey.
Okay, so years ago, told a story. There's a big magnolia tree near our front yard. Magnolia trees, you may or may not know, they throw a lot of shade. Kind of like Kelly does at me on this podcast, on my podcast.
Are you comparing me to a magnolia tree? That's very southern.
Yeah, good call. It is a southern magnolia.
Thank you.
It's not our tree. It's our neighbor's tree. It's a beautiful tree, but it throws some shade over on our yard. It's fine. It's a beautiful tree. I have no problem with that.
You hate that tree, don't you?
I don't hate the tree at all.
Oh.
I love the tree.
Yeah, except it's ruining our grass.
It's not ruining our grass.
Come on,
And
that's what you're trying to. I'm reading the subtext.
That's what I'm about to get to here. So there was a patch of bare earth under the tree. So I roll on over to Home Depot one day. I'll just paraphrase the story real fast. I go in the garden center. I grab a bag of seed. I'm leaving the garden center, and this man sees the seed in my cart, physically stops me.
Is he an employee?
No, he was just some young guy, just some dude.
Some young guy.
Yes. He stops the cart, looks at me. He goes, "What are you going to do with that?" And I said, "Sir, I'm going to plant it." He goes, "Where are you going to plant it?" And I'm thinking, what in the hell does this matter to you?
He cares. He cares. You should be thankful.
I said, "I got a magnolia. If you really want to know, I got a magnolia tree that's throwing a lot of shade, kind of like you are right now on me."
Oh my goodness, you bowed up at him quick.
I didn't say that. But I just said, "I got a magnolia tree. I'm going to try to plant some seed under the magnolia tree and grow some grass." Is that okay?
Well, that's a lot nicer than the way you were phrasing it the first time.
He goes, "You can't do that." And I was like, "Oh, I can't do that, huh? Huh, okay." I said, "I'm going to try it. Thank you, though." He goes, "Well, you're not going to be able to do it." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever. I'm going to do it."
What did he recommend?
He didn't have any recommendations. He just wanted to poo-poo my idea. So I roll out of Home Depot, lay down $15 for this.
Disgruntled.
Oh,
So
for this
disgruntled.
seed. Fast forward, to make a long story short, too late. I throw all the seed out there, can't grow a damn blade of grass.
So he was right.
I guess he was right.
Long story short,
So I'm like,
he was right.
Son of a bitch. So I couldn't do the seed. So months later, I go back to Home Depot. I buy plugs, like grass plugs. And they were St. Augustine plugs because St. Augustine grows good in the shade. So I plant all
Did
these.
you look for that man again to see if you could get his
He
approval?
wasn't there that time.
Man, if only he had been there.
Babe, I spent hundreds of dollars on St. Augustine plugs. Plant all these plugs, water, 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 son. Water, water, water. They died. So the St. Augustine plugs didn't work either. So I just said, screw it for this summer. This was 3 or 4 summers ago. Screw it. Next summer rolls around and I just laid out a bunch of rocks.
Yep.
So they're nice rocks. They're like river rocks.
So we've got a rock garden.
Yeah, our neighbor already had rocks under his part of the tree. So I just extended that
There you go.
into our yard.
So the moral of the story was that random stranger was right.
Yeah,
the moral of the story.
He was
And
right
he was trying to help
in
you.
retrospect.
But you didn't appreciate his input because you didn't ask for it.
No, and
It's one thing if you ask for someone's advice
Right.
and they give it is one thing. It's that unsolicited
It was
advice.
unsolicited.
It just rubbed you the
And
wrong
I was
way.
probably rolling in there.
Mr. Green
It-
Thumb,
influencers of Instagram
Right.
with my phone doing, "Hey, everybody,
landscaper
Landscaper Alonzo
yeah,
here.
Yeah.
I'm about to plant some seed under a magnolia
I'm
tree.
gonna
Watch
save
me.
the grass.
Oh,
Watch me.
Yes, watch me." And then this
Yeah.
guy's like, "No, not going to work." And I'm
Yeah,
like,
no.
"You watch me make it work." Didn't work.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what
I
happened. There you go. Hey, I can admit when I'm wrong. Number 4, whatever happened to the crooked microphone cover bit? Did that bit stop, or is it still crooked in spirit? So when we very first started doing our podcast, my podcast, this podcast, we started doing it on Facebook. This was way in the day. Because Kelly had you still do, have a really big following on Facebook. So we'd launch up a Facebook.
Why don't we do that again?
Who does that?
People
Does
do.
anybody do that?
Well, I mean, YouTube isn't working.
Yeah, good call. I don't know what the hell's wrong with YouTube. Nothing's working.
I don't know.
Anyway, we did it on Facebook, and this was when we first started podcasting, and people would watch the podcast, which I thought was pretty cool. And so I just started doing this bit where I moved the microphone pop filter to the left. And I did it on purpose.
Yeah, because you wanted to annoy people.
Right.
And it worked.
Actually, I didn't want to annoy people. What I wanted them to do was ask questions and engage on the social media.
But the only thing they would ask is,
why is
your crooked? So that's not technically engagement.
It was
That's
engagement.
just annoying.
No, it was a comment. So it's engagement.
Okay,
It's
so
technically engagement.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you just kept doing it.
And then I just kept doing it because it just...
Because you liked annoying people.
Right. Because it kind of reminded me of, what are those soldiers in England that guard Buckingham Palace?
The beefeaters.
It reminded me of a beefeater with like his hat on sideways. So then,
they wouldn't do.
Right. So then I would do the bit where when Kelly was talking, the microphone would kind of walk back and forth on the screen.
It's very annoying.
Kind of like a beefeater.
It would, yeah, and it would distract me. And I, but trying to be professional, would ignore it.
There's no room for professionalism on this podcast.
No, not on this one.
No, not on this podcast. No. Mickey would be highly offended. So I guess the answer is it's still crooked in spirit.
It's slightly crooked now,
Yeah,
but not
it
as
is.
bad.
Not as bad, but it's still crooked. Here's one for you, babe. Number 5, the vision board.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell happened?
So when we...
Did any of those dreams come true?
We had, I don't remember why, we had some stuff done at the house. And while the man was out here, I said, could you put up a big bulletin board in the laundry room? Why? I don't remember why. But anyway, there was some handyman or something. Do you remember?
I thought it was California Closets.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't remember what it was. That's what it was. So California Closets came out. That's what it was. And they were doing the laundry room. That's right. And the mud room. And I asked for them. I said, is it possible for you to do me this great big bulletin board? I wanted to do it sort of like a vision board because that was all the rage at the time. Put up the life you want and you see it all the time. Even if you're not really paying attention, subconsciously, you're moving towards that thing. And it sat there empty for forever. And then I put up, I think, a note that Emma Kelly had to have for school. And then I just started putting up like business cards from things that I needed and coupons and things like that. It basically just became a fancy glamorized bulletin board. And then Alan found some old pictures of the kids and stuff and stuck them up there. So now it's more like a picture board.
It's like a family picture
It's
board.
like a family picture board,
Yeah.
but not a vision board in any way, shape, or form.
You know how when you'll go to a sporting event with your significant other or family and you'll get the picture that they give you when you sit in the suite or
Yeah. Those are up there.
Those sports pictures are up
Yeah.
there.
Pictures you don't really want to frame necessarily.
A lot of photo booth pictures.
Yeah, those are up there.
A couple of ticket stubs.
Yeah.
But as far as vision,
It's just no vision. There's
no
zero vision.
There's no vision.
I just learned I'm not one of those people.
You're not.
People give me gratitude journals. People give me vision board books. They give me scrapbook, and I just don't do it.
I don't think I've ever talked about it on this podcast before, but one day I was walking past the windows going upstairs and I noticed this greasy cooking smell. You know what I mean? It turns out it was our blinds. Something about the sun was breaking them down over the years. And who knows how long they were there before we bought our house. We needed new blinds bad, and that's what led me to 3-Day Blinds. I absolutely loved how easy they made the whole process. They send a professionally trained design consultant to your home. It's a free, no obligation, same-day quote. And they've got thousands of options to fit any budget and style. It's not just blinds. They've got shades, shutters, drapery too. 3-Day Blinds even has those motorized smart blinds that work with Alexa. Those are so cool. They take all the measurements. They handle the installation too. And it's perfect because I'm not handy. And what a difference it's made. This is an upgrade that makes your whole house feel refreshed and polished without having to do a big renovation. Right now, get quality window treatments that fit your budget with 3-Day Blinds. Head to 3dayblinds.com/sandwich for their buy one, get one 50% off deal on custom blinds, shades, and drapery. For a free, no charge, no obligation consultation, just head to dayblinds.com/sandwich. One last time, that's buy one, get one 50% off when you head to 3dayblinds.com/sandwich. Now that I've reached a certain age, I realize how much my sleep affects me and everybody around me. It affects my energy, my mood, my patience. And I've also learned that I don't need to waste a lot on fancy sleep gadgets because one of the best things I've done is upgrade to Boll and Branch sheets. I noticed the difference from night one. They are incredibly soft, so breathable. It's because Boll and Branch's sheets are made with 100% organic cotton that's woven specifically for airflow. Now I don't wake up feeling hot with sheets sticking to my legs anymore. My sheets keep me cool and comfortable all night long. And they've actually gotten softer with every wash. They even did a survey of their customers. 94% of them said the same thing. I love my Boll and Branch sheets, and honestly, I can't imagine ever going back to any other bedding. Sleep cooler this summer with Boll and Branch during their annual summer event. For a limited time, get 20% off site-wide at bollandbranch.com/sandwich with code SANDWICH. That's Boll and Branch, BOLLAND, branch.com/sandwich. Code SANDWICH to take 20% off. bollandbranch.com/sandwich, code SANDWICH. Exclusions apply. I think everybody's had that moment where they say, I should start my own business. Now, maybe you've got an amazing hot sauce recipe, or you've gotten really great at making candles or jewelry, and all your friends keep telling you you should sell that stuff. Well, what's stopping you? If you've been sitting on a business idea, Shopify makes it easy to make it happen. Everything you need to start selling is included and ready from day one. When your first customer is ready to buy, Shopify Checkout helps more people actually complete the purchase. And when they come back, their information's already saved. So checkout is quick and easy. One tap and they're done. Shopify handles all the technical stuff too, the setup and checkout, so you can spend your time growing your business and doing what you actually love. It's no wonder Shopify powers millions of businesses around the world, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to small businesses just getting started like yours. With Shopify, nothing stands between your idea and a real business, so go make it one. Start your free trial at shopify.com/sandwich. That's shopify.com/sandwich. One more time, shopify.com/sandwich.
Here's another. Whatever happened to the Frank's sign and the mystery of Allen's weird earlobe? Is that still a thing? Okay, so we went into this one time. Somebody told me, and I never knew this. They were looking at me, and this was a long time ago. This was before you, babe. She says,
No, it was on the podcast.
Yeah. She says, you have a weird earlobe. And I'm like, what's so weird about my earlobe?
That didn't happen on the podcast?
No.
Oh.
This is the very first time I ever heard about this. But we talked about it on the podcast.
Oh.
And I'm like, what's wrong with my earlobe? And she said, well, there's a crease in it. I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe I sleep on it funny or something. So I looked this up, and it's a genetic thing. And it's called Frank's sign. So look at your earlobe, dear sweet clean listener. Pull out your phone right now. Look at your earlobe. Put it on the camera. Do a selfie. Look at your earlobe. If you have a little crease on your earlobe,
The very base of the lobe.
yes, Kelly does not have one.
No, I do not.
I have one. It's called a Frank's sign.
What is it a sign of?
That can be debated. It's some people say you have a higher propensity for certain diseases if you have Frank's sign. Yeah, look it up. I guess the whatever happened to is it didn't go anywhere. I still have it.
Frank's sign, or a diagonal earlobe crease, is a diagonal skin fold extending from the tragus to the outer edge of the earlobe. It's been linked to an increased risk of coronary artery disease and other cardiovascular issues.
There you go.
How about that?
It'll give you famous people with a...
You getting on me for belching and burping. That's all you've done this whole podcast.
I can't stop doing it.
You can't.
Look at the famous people that have had Frank's sign.
Frank's sign, the exact underlying mechanism linking earlobe crease to cardiovascular disease not fully understood. Where's the famous people, honey? I'm not seeing famous people with it.
I thought it would be there.
But Sanders T. Frank first described this sign in 1973.
Well, I was born in 1971 with Frank's sign.
Yeah, but he's the one that finally...
How about that?
Some clinicians suggest Frank's sign could be a simple, easily observable physical sign that can help identify individuals at higher risk for cardiovascular disease, even in absence of other symptoms. You better stay on top of that.
Okay. I still have it, unless I want to get the plastic surgery or something.
Why would you?
I don't care. Is it still there?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay. Here's another one. Whatever happened to the knitting circle?
You were the one that saw the knitting circle at Starbucks.
Yeah, there was a Starbucks that I would go to for a while, and it was in Frisco, I believe. God's Country, USA, Frisco. But it's a little further than sometimes I go. Actually, it's not. It's not further than I go. I just don't go there anymore. So anyway, I went there.
It was that damn knitting circle.
No, I had no problem with the knitting circle because I like eavesdropping on the knitting circle.
Oh.
And I was going to go sit my big fat butt at the knitting circle table one time and just say, "What's up?
Can I buy you ladies a latte?"
Anybody want a little Americano?
But never did.
I never did. Yeah.
So you just watched them from afar and talked about it on the podcast and never went back.
I watched the knitting circle from afar 2 or 3 times. I think I gathered some intel, which I reported. I can't remember exactly what I heard, and then never went back.
Yeah, there you go.
So there you go.
They may still be there.
A few of them may.
And maybe they finally finished that blanket.
Yeah, they were big on blankets.
Takes a while.
They were crocheting a lot of blankets. And then the last one to finish up this bit, which I kind of like this bit.
You like taking a walk down memory lane?
Whatever happened to, yeah, I like this bit. Whatever happened to Allen's ugly Pottery Barn plates?
Oh, they're described as ugly.
First of all, they're not ugly.
Somebody described them
Well,
as ugly.
whatever, they're not ugly.
Mm-hmm.
So what you tell them. What happened to my plates?
We had a swap party many years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody brought these Pottery Barn plates. They were rich in color.
Please
they
describe.
I don't really remember. They were like deep red. I don't remember.
And
purple. They
black.
were rich colors,
And they
jewel tones.
And they had... No, they weren't. You're not describing them right.
They were rich colors.
They
were deep,
They were
dark,
deep, dark, rich colors. But they had a woman on each one of them, like a pinup girl with a cocktail. She was like either in the glass or she was...
Yeah, I don't remember.
You know what I mean?
It was something that didn't go with anything in our house. So anyway, Alan, it was in his compartment, as he likes to call it. So he brought it over to our marital home, and you were the one that didn't put him up. You were the one that decided you didn't want him. That's not true.
Kelly put her big Kelly Raspberry Evans thumb on my head.
I let you hang the ugliest sconces in the world and didn't say anything. I would have taken these Pottery Barn plates over those sconces you hung.
Which ones?
They're gone now. The ones you hung up so high in the bedroom because men hang everything too high. Anyway,
those candle sconces.
Oh, they were ugly.
No,
I didn't say
those were
anything.
nice. I like
See,
those.
I hurt his feelings now. So anyway,
the palm leaf sconces.
You put the plates away. You packed them away.
Didn't know she thought
and
those
then
were ugly.
somebody brought the same plates, and Alan was convinced that I tried to sneak them into the swap. And you thought I was lying. You accused me of lying. It was like this huge scandal. And then what happened, Alan?
We found the other set.
You found the other set of plates that were still where you had left them. So we
had 2 sets.
Absolutely convinced that I was lying and was really upset with me that I would dare to try to sneak and throw something out behind his back when I, in fact, did not do that.
You want me to add one more piece of information to this entire story, this entire mystery of those plates?
Is it going to be a shocker to me? Is this new information?
This is new information.
What?
Those plates were part of the Hoochie Mama collection.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm serious. They were.
Why would one of your women leave those plates there?
I don't know. Remember that one I told you about? She's about moving in after 3 weeks. Then she disappeared.
And she brought home decor?
It might have been her. I can't remember.
You never bought those plates?
I never bought those plates.
So they meant so much to you. That's why you didn't want me to throw them away?
No. No.
Why would you want to hold on to them if they were from your Hoochie Mama collection?
Because I don't know if you remember at the compartment, but I had them hanging on the walls.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, because they were nice plates. I liked them because they were nice plates.
But they had a connection to your Hoochie past.
It had nothing to do with that. I like the plates. And
where are they now?
I think we gave them away.
You think you finally got rid of them? Are they still in a box above the garage?
I have no idea, babe. I haven't seen those in
That's
years.
how attached, and it caused a huge problem in our marriage, and now he doesn't even care.
And they're part of the
Doesn't even care.
They're part of the Hoochie Mama collection.
Oh my God. Alan had a box of jewelry
Oh.
and belts and like cheap crap.
No, it was designer.
No, it was not.
It was designer.
Cheap crap, knotted chains.
What are you talking
bangles.
about? Kate Spade?
It was no Kate Spade.
Kendra Scott?
No, it was not.
Coach?
Absolutely not. It was a bunch of crap that
Liz
hoochies-
Claiborne?
And apparently either one hoochie was leaving a lot of stuff or a lot of hoochies were leaving like one. Because that's like the big thing is girls leave like one earring so they have an excuse to come back and say, oh, I left my earring. That's like a big bit. He had it under his guest bathroom sink, the children's bathroom sink, actually. And he was going to give that. I was like, what is this doing here? I thought I'd give it to my daughter. I'm like, you are not giving your hoochie box jewelry
nice
to your
stuff.
daughter. No, it was not.
Well, I think I eBayed it.
It was crap.
Either you threw it away or I eBayed it.
There was nothing in there worth eBaying. It was crap.
Kelly is misrepresenting that box because I remember there was designer stuff in there.
You're wrong.
Not
it was
like,
fake.
No, not like the Gucci. It was
like hoochie.
the Uchi.
It was hoochie.
The Uchi.
Unbelievable.
All right, babe. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Good job, Wacky Marketing Department. We're going to give you a little shout out for that.
If y'all have any questions about anything else, obviously it stirs up such great memories for us.
Wacky Marketing Department came up with that. Okay, babe, we're going to bring it home for Jerome.
Please. I've got to go take some more medicine. I feel like I'm getting sick.
Okay, so real quick. One of your favorite bits on this podcast is called Kelly Claps Back.
What have I done now?
Well, let's get into it. So, we've gone into a lot of these before where Kelly will clap back at me and kind of stomp me back in my place, and I know people love it. They just absolutely love it because I have a undeserved reputation on this podcast for giving you a hard time.
Yeah,
right?
well, they must feel you deserve it.
Right.
That must be what they feel.
Right. So, but this one doesn't have to do with Kelly.
Oh, yes. Good.
This
Good.
does not, and if you can believe it, this does not have to do with Kelly. You know who this has to do with? My sweet 12-year-old niece.
Well, the thing about our sweet 12-year-old niece is her birthday is one day before my birthday.
Yes.
So we're practically birthday twins.
Yeah.
Which means our signs are very similar.
Yeah.
And our personalities may be more similar than
Good
we've
call.
ever realized.
Good call. So let me set this scene on this clapback. This is a little different form of clapback, but we're going to step through it. Kelly was there.
I was.
She can corroborate anything that I say that may or may not be correct, but I think I think all of this will be correct. Okay. The scene is Cole's baseball game. Cole had a baseball game. His high school was playing West Plano, basically right across the street.
A mile from our house.
Basically in our backyard. So Kelly and I go over to watch Cole's baseball game. My sister and her husband also live very close. So they said, hey, we want to come see Cole's game. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But I did tell them, I'm like, look, the weather's not supposed to be very nice. If you guys want to miss this one, I totally understand. And my sister said, no, we really want to come. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, we'll see you there. So Kelly and I get there about 5-10 minutes late.
As we tend to do.
Yeah. My sister was already there with her husband, JD, and only one of my nieces was there, Beatrice, who is 12. Beatrice was there. Her sister, my other older niece, she was not there. Violet was at a orchestra field trip or something like that. Yeah. So it was the three of them. Freezing cold. I mean, they had heavy jackets on. They had a blanket. It was like we got this last cold front that came through here in April, and it was freezing. It was like, I say freezing.
Alan was making fun of me when I left the
Oh,
house.
my gosh.
I was wearing like a parka and a beanie with a hat with a little pom-pom on top and my thick socks and boots. He's like, you look ridiculous. I was sitting out there toasty warm.
Kelly was dressed appropriately.
I was dressed appropriately.
No, she dressed appropriately.
I looked ridiculous, but I was fine.
Didn't matter. She was dressed appropriately. I was not, so I was freezing. Anyway, I'm sitting next to Beatrice most of the game, either her or JD, and Kelly's sitting over by my sister, and we're just watching the game, talking and stuff. First thing that happens, something happened in the game where I was telling JD a story, and Beatrice was there, and she hears everything. Her ears are like a little radar; they hear everything. So I said something, and I can't remember exactly what I was saying, but I said blah, 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 and that fruking, I said fruking
Yes.
because that's my substitute for a bad word.
Yes.
Right. So,
But little ears know what you mean.
well, little ears didn't hear it, but my sister starts making a big deal about it. Like, wait, and she's not mad. She's just like, what's the deal with saying fruking? And I'm like, I said fruking.
Yeah, but would you like your little sweet niece to start saying that?
Well, no, but even JD came to my defense and he said he didn't do an F-bomb. So then Beatrice sees all this commotion and she's like, Uncle Allen, did you do an F-bomb? And I'm like, no, I didn't do an F-bomb. I did the thing like that. What did you do? I was doing this bit. So I said, no, I didn't do an F-bomb. And she's like, I'm disappointing my 12-year-old. And she's like, kind of tisk, you know.
Wow, I've seen that face before.
Yeah. So, okay, so that kind of blew over. I kind of played that off. Like, I didn't, even your dad says I didn't do it, So, okay. So another couple of innings goes by. And the PA guy is playing a lot of different types of music. He started with like Metallica and a lot of stuff that I like Alice in Chains. They were doing a lot of like hard rock. And then he started playing some what Beatrice called mumble rap.
Mm.
She said, this is mumble rap. And I said, I've never heard of mumble rap, but I know what you're saying. And like this genre.
It's kind of self-explanatory.
It's kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Yeah. And every once in a while there would be some like, kind of risque undertones or words used.
Right. But it's also a youth baseball game. So there's not anybody saying frooking.
Right. Good call.
Yeah.
But there weren't any curse words or anything like that. But it was a little, risque for a high school baseball game, I thought. So they play the mumble rap. A couple other innings goes by. Okay. They play Boston's More Than a Feeling.
More than a feeling.
More than a feeling. Yeah, I can't go that high. So anyway, I lean over to Beatrice and I said, hey, Beatrice, this is a great song, More Than a Feeling. This one's not lewd, like that mumble rap. She goes, no, More Than a Feeling's not lewd. She kind of pauses and she looks at me and she goes, unlike you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what she said.
So there's AE just sitting there, freezing, sitting on his hands, and
maybe you should
his 12-year-old
consider the things you say in front of her that caused her to point that out.
His 12-year-old niece said,
"You're lewd."
Basically called me lewd.
Yeah. You think she just came up with that on her own for no reason whatsoever?
I don't know. I was just talking to my dad about this the other day.
It still haunts you, doesn't it?
I told my dad the story. And my dad was laughing, and he goes, that Beatrice, she's a character. She goes, you weren't around one time, but one time she told me, she said, my dad was saying she was talking about you, and she said, that Uncle Allen, she kind of shook her head. She goes, he's an interesting character.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you need to start making better decisions about what you choose to say in front of her. Maybe. Just something to consider.
So that was funny. It was funny. We always have, me and Beatrice always have a good time going back and forth.
Yeah, y'all do a little.
We got a lot of shtick, we do.
Yeah, what do you call it? Razzmatazz. What do you call that? Back and forth.
A lot of bits.
Bits. Let's just call it that because I can't think of the word I'm trying to say.
All right, babe. So yeah, there it is. That one is Beatrice Claps Back.
A new segment?
It may over time. Maybe this evolves into something. You never know. You never know where these things may go. Kellie Claps Back is well established.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah, I need to put some more effort into doing more of those.
No, you don't have to put effort into them because you'll just do them.
You like them to come naturally.
No, you'll just do them.
Yeah, that's true.
There was one time. Remember, I was sitting on a white couch at the furniture store, and you said something like, "Stop blowing bombs" or something on that thing or something.
How am I supposed to remember?
Andrea Dowling Gullidge, have you recorded all these? Will you please email us at podcast@kellyanallen.com?
That one time you were sitting on a couch blowing bombs. You remember what I said?
I wasn't blowing bombs.
That's what you just said.
Well, I might have been.
I don't remember.
I don't know. Okay, it's time to end this.
It is.
All right, babe. You got anything else?
I really don't. I had a whole bit, but you waved it off.
Well, it's because we had a lot of stuff to go through.
Yeah.
All right.
I love taking trips down memory lane. I do.
I do too. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
Next podcast we do, you will have made another trip around the sun. We'll have birthday adventures to talk about. 'Cause
Hopefully.
We're going to ride the Rikers and Can-Ams down to Ennis to the Bluebonnet Festival.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Unless I become deathly ill between now and then.
I hope you don't.
Then y'all can go without me.
All right, babe. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our nieces desperately.
Yes, we do.
And I am sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.